If you've never played drums before, this is for you. And what we're going to do is ignore all the theory, all of the reading, all of the technique, which is important stuff, but in order to first play drums, one of the cool things about the instrument is you can get a sound without really knowing anything. So I want to take advantage of that for a minute, just to get you started. We're going to deal with technique and reading and all those things, because I do absolutely think those things are very important. I'm going to just show you 3 drum beats, and they're for beginners. They each take 4 steps to learn. So each step involves you striking either the hi-hat, the snare drum, or your bass drum, or combinations of those together. But those are the only 3 voices we're going to deal with today when we do this. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to hit the hi-hat with my right hand and the bass drum together 1 time. The second step is I'm going to strike the hi-hat with my right hand once without anything else going on. Step number 3, I'm going to play the hi-hat and the snare drum. So my right hand and my left hand are going to make a note simultaneously. And step 4 is my right hand plays the hi-hat. So it's the same step as number 2. So now I'm going to play those steps in a row really slowly a bunch of times. All right, so now I have 2 more beats, and we're going to use the same process to learn them. Well, beat number 2 is very similar to beat number 1, only this time steps 1 and 2 both are hi-hat and bass drum together. So you're going to do that twice in a row. So that's steps 1 and 2 of this beat. Steps 3 and 4 are the same as before. Step 3 is both hands. Step 4 is right hand on hi-hat. Like this, nice and slow. So our third and final beat is a little different. It's the same methodology to learn it. We're going to show you 4 steps, but the first step will have no bass drum. So step 1, hi-hat by itself. Step 2, bass drum and hi-hat. Step 3, snare drum and hi-hat. Step 4, hi-hat. So step is you should practice each of these 3 beats until you can do them really easily and thoughtlessly. So eventually, you're going to be able to just play them and not have to think about it. That's what your goal should be, to kind of memorize these so that you can just start to hear them without thinking about what you're doing. You'll muscle memory it in. The next thing after that would be to try to take those ideas and mix them around. So that sounds like something, right? Like, those are real rock beats. And if you're watching this and playing along, then you just picked up the beginning of playing some rock beats without having to deal with any theory, reading, or technique. That's it for today. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.